We're just talking about Walt Disney World and Disneyland news today. Yeah, talk about nice premises. Well, that kind of nice premises, huh? Yeah, I don't know what that like president's for. Well, I'll show you what I mean about Walt Disney World and Disneyland news. They said that Shanghai Disneyland has been reopening to the public. Yeah, what's on the news? Okay, coronavirus Disney shares plans to reopen parks with new safety measures. What does that mean? It means that it's following COVID-19 closure. Might reopen. Huh? Disney Shanghai theme park to reopen May 11th with precautions. What about? Okay, I'll show you where a safety measure is. Okay, good. I have no ads in this one. Really? Yeah, cool. Okay, Orlando, Florida. Walt Disney Company officials have yet to reveal when its U.S. theme parks, including Magic Kingdom, will reopen due to the coronavirus pandemic, but during an earnings call Tuesday, company executives provided a glimpse of the measures theme park staff and guests will be required to take when the parks do reopen. What? I don't know. Disney CEO Bob Chapek said during the quarter two earnings call Shanghai Disneyland will begin a phased reopening on May 11th. The park cannot exceed 30% capacity, and when it opens next week, Chapek said it will well below the capacity at first. DC Park's Chief Medical Officer Dr. Pam Heimel called this an encouraging sign for Disney parks and retail locations all over the world. In a message, Heimel provided details of different health and safety measures the company is exploring to prevent the spread of COVID-19. Heimel said she is working with the U.S. Travel Association on a set of new guidelines based on the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommendations to help keep travelers safe during the pandemic. Yeah, like we always do, huh? We always take safety measures, right? During travel. Yeah, it means you have to stay away from people when they are sick. Yeah, just like we always do. I know. We'll keep away from people. Good, good. Unless their characters do not get sick. Well, yeah, that's right. Okay, cast members will be provided with access to personal protective equipment, including face coverings. When parks do reopen, there will be increased cleaning and disinfection in work areas and high traffic areas of the parks, Heimel said. The Disney chief medical officer said executives are looking at a gradual reopening for all of most locations. We're looking at all of our locations and how best to begin with the reopening process, including gradual reopening and or partial reopening of certain locations, she said. For example, the opening of retail and dining locations prior to the opening of our theme parks, which would likely include shopping and dining at Disney Springs. Physical distancing and capacity will also be part of the plan. Heimel said Disney is exploring ways to use technology to aid these efforts, such as the Play Disney Parks app and through virtual queries at Disneyland and Walt Disney World. As you can imagine managing guest density in queries, restaurants, hotels, ride vehicles, and other facilities throughout the park are across those resort is a major focus. As we implement physical distancing guidelines based on guidance from health authorities, such as the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention (CDC) and appropriate government agencies. Heimel said this will likely include implementation of guest capacity measures to comply with state and federal guidelines. Okay, let's see what it is. Hamel said executives are looking to the medical community and federal government for guidance regarding enhanced screening procedures and prevention measures, including the use of PPE, such as face coverings. Some measures, like adding hand sanitizers and hand washing stations across our resorts, have already been implemented, Hamel said. Hamel said cast members will be provided with new health safety training closure to reopening. DC officials have not announced a timeline for reopening its parks, which have been closed since mid-March. On the earnings call Tuesday, officials said they are considering a mission based on dates in order to limit the number of people inside parks. Park goers would be assigned a date on their ticket. Don't know. Okay, let's see. DC Cruise Lines will be the last travel-related business to reopen for the company, officials said. DC reported a steep decline in profit as many segments of its media and entertainment offerings have ground to a standstill during the coronavirus pandemic. Its second quarter profit dropped 91% to $475 million overall. The company said costs related to COVID-19 cut Disney's pre-tax profit by $1.4 billion. Sorry. One bright spot was its Disney Plus streaming service, which contributed to an almost $3 billion revenue increase for direct-to-consumer and international business. Overall revenue rose 21% to $18.01 billion, just short of the $18.06 billion analysts expected. The Associated Press contributed to this report. So it's going to be reopening in Shanghai on May 11th? Yeah, in Shanghai Disneyland. That the Disneyland Shanghai will be reopening on May 11th. What the China said? The Chinese said that the subway stations for going to Walt Disney Resort in Shanghai, it's a good thing to do in Shanghai Disney Resort. Yeah. So everything else can go do with safety measures. That's public health and safety measures. Yeah. So where does it call us in Toronto or Ontario? Well, in Ontario said that Doug Ford was calling a reopening to this country. Yeah. I wonder if our city will be reopening soon. Well, they will reopen, and we'll have to make their physical distancing from other people. Yeah. I wonder if the art galleries open and the libraries open. We'll have to find out on off screen. Okay, let's do it off screen, okay? And admittedly, I'm gonna turn this off anyway, okay? Okay. 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 Good.